Hi everybody, smile, be happy, positive affirmations, do good for yourself, and that reflects to other people as well. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and if you can help me leave comments, make some notes, appreciate it. I have to reference that this is part of this video is the main part of it. It's going to go over a private ear app on my iPhone 6s. Purchased in 2016, and the app was purchased in July of 2016, and I used it the same day, July 4th of 2016. I have to mention 2016 a few times because of the fact it keeps on getting muted in the videos prior to this. So the reason would be for that is that it's not here in my home. It was at somebody else's home where I lived. Two other people lived there at the same time. They were out to Texas on vacation. Not the complete time that I played the private ear app at night, but on the July 4th one, they are in Texas. There is approximately 6.62, 63, it would fluctuate at times, gigabytes of app data. Therefore, there is 22 different dates it was played on every night of those dates. There was more than that, but I deleted probably one, maybe two, because I needed the room on my phone. I'm not able to get into the app data on my phone at this time. I will talk about that in a few moments. However, I did at that time while I was living there and staying there take this information over to my friend's house because it kept on getting stopped on me when I was playing it back to find out what was going on. And it did sound like duct tape was being pulled apart. I don't know what else to think of that. Maybe Velcro of some kind. My friend Lisa did hear this. She did not comment. But about 9 months so, maybe almost a year later, not quite a year, so many months later, and my home, there's something else that I found that was going on during the middle of the night, and she did text me over this after I had sent her video of this. But for the private ear, I could not play it on my phone and get it to play all the way through. It hasn't been updated from the company since November, since they did an upgrade on the iPhone 6s in November of 2017. And in December of 2017, I couldn't get to the Apple server from my home. I could not lock down a router, password protected. I could not get my iCloud data from the Apple place at the Apple store. I had to literally said there's nothing else you can do but reset your data. I couldn't get into the iTunes from my iPhone either. Since the only way to get into my phone was to reset the data, which was really pretty crazy. I got a backup from my, somebody that was nice enough from Apple helped me get back and into my iTunes from my computer. I have screenshots of them, but for right now, let's go back to the private ear. July 4, 2016. This video is been reduced to take out some of the stuff I cannot hear anything on, shorten it some. All you hear is crickets in the background. There's windows open, and so I have cut it down, trimmed it. And yesterday when I was at the park listening to it in my vehicle, you can hear this like really light beeping noise. Now, I can't get that in my house and haven't been able to since. I've never heard it before. It was like somebody had an app on their phone that was like beeping. And again, I could not get this to play all the way through on my iPhone 6s. It was like somebody was stopping it whenever I was trying to listen to it. And yes, there was like, not once, but several times, you could hear what, duct tape or some type of Velcro noise going on. Thanks for watching. Comments. Have an attorney get in touch with me. Have somebody that can do something about this evilness. Get in touch with me. Thanks. Any suggestions? Comment. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Have a good day. I have thoughts on that. The duct tape noise or the Velcro for this many years, too, has always been duct tape. My impression was duct tape. Something like told me it was duct tape. I don't, so, I don't understand. But if I would talk to anybody about it, which I didn't hardly talk about it, it would be duct tape. Now, and the next one is like, you'll see like a whole version of the Private View 4 that I have. It's 3 hours, 35 minutes, and 15 seconds. I lost gigabytes when I converted it from a CA to, a wave on my computer. I think gigabytes is the extreme amount to lose whenever I could have been losing somebody's voice or talking or something like that. Even worse. And this next one will have the TV verification in it as well for the time and the date. I'm thinking that since there's 2 bruises under my arms with the door stopper, that has some kind of something to do with why I doubled that tape, that video at the end with the door stopper issue, other than the file being a little bit different than the other one. Subconsciously. Okay, next couple of clips are about router login, password protecting it. I password protect it, and everyone else should, because little perverts or stalkers or hackers don't have access to it. They can sit out on the street, put in 192.168.1.1, go in with admin or admin password, unless it's already password protected by the router, which I don't suggest doing. I guess I do.
if you can change it. And you don't have someone having access to your house to get that off of the router, which I do, and I can prove. So there's the instance where it's like Charter is not allowing me to password protect my devices. This happened last December. I just happened to get it again because all of a sudden I might be resetting my phone or getting another phone because the software's messed up on my phone. So they don't want me to have that private ear data or anything to do with it. And also after that, this all happened last December. I went through routers and modems and I cannot get password protected on my router. I have one here that I can, and it is my own. However, I am absolutely 100% positively sure the guy from Charter came in here and was running his device and hooked it up to my router. So they have free access to it just like if it was their own. And in the Netgear, you can actually see the Netgear is easy to read in the router. You can actually see if somebody has remote controlled access. So this person really does not want me to be into a Netgear at all. And I'm trying to use one. But I can't get it password protected because I can't overwrite whatever they're doing. And this is my stuff. These are my devices. This is my house. This is my PC. This is my router. This is my life that they're violating. That they think they can just abuse me. And that's what they're doing. And Charter's doing it too. And so is Apple. I can't get into the iCloud. Why can't I get in the iCloud? Why did you make me reset my app data? Did you know this was going on during the middle of the night and you just don't freaking care? Like I didn't tell you? Because I know I did. Oh, and when it comes to the PE, there's 21 more of them. Okay. So I was just in the process of changing my password on my iPhone. And what's that? No, you're not going to be able to see this. There's no Bluetooth, just to verify that there's not supposed to be one there. And there's something fishy going on with my phone. And this is after I turned it off and turned it back on. I had to take and turn the Bluetooth off. And then a few, like maybe 15 minutes later or so, I decided to change my password. And this is where I'm at after a reboot. So this is like going in to try to change a password. I into the phone after it came back up. So there's no Bluetooth on it right now. And I just got in to change the password. It did not ask me to sign out of other devices. So that's not a normal thing. This will be more normal. So I turned my phone off. I had to take the SIM card out because it was buffering as it turned off. And then, as you can see up here in the top corner, where the time is and the percentage on the battery, there's Bluetooth. So Bluetooth is coming on back on again whenever I'm rebooting my phone, and it should not be. And this is what happened last December, whenever all that software issue happened when I reset my phone back to default because it wouldn't let me do anything else. And earlier today, I got a picture screenshot. I don't know if it's saved or not. It should have, because of whatever's going on in the background to leak them on me, of I cannot get to the Apple server, which is not correct. I should be able to. I'm like, on this area, then this next screenshot that you'll see, my notes or my video of it says, it's pretty logical. All I did was reboot the phone. I did not sign back in, but when it rebooted, I was signed in. Here I'm trying to change password, which sometimes I get this and sometimes I don't. The first. I haven't seen that in over a week. No Bluetooth, and I just rebooted it. No Bluetooth up there. On this sheet of paper, on the screenshot, it says your device is being managed by 192.168.1.95. Okay. Now, no. Recognize the numbers 95. Now, this is how that stalker pervert works. It happens enough that I recognize this. Okay, so the other day on 5.9, which is backwards of 9.5, I was having sign-in and login problems into my phone. It was like somebody signed me out of my iPhone. I had to sign back in. It was just really kind of tricky. Too hard to explain, kind of. I could go back and think about it. I got too many other things to do. But it's deceptive, it's dishonest, it's illegal.
This is true as far as I know. I don't always get this whenever I am changing my Apple password. I get it, I change my password a lot because there's always feels like something's going on. I have more than enough proof of that. So this says sign out of other devices. So I do. I have lots of these. But I don't always get them, so since I don't always get them, I don't know what to think about that, other than the fact that I'm getting hacked. I have 25 probably of these. Green light is back on, orange light is off. I do not understand. I did just plug it into the Netgear though, but it shouldn't matter what router it was in. It was in the Aces, but it still shouldn't matter what router it was in.
It says verification failed because it cannot connect to the Apple server. Okay, this is a screenshot of last December. Somehow I got signed out of my phone and I could not sign back in and get back into the cloud, and I couldn't get back in from my iTunes on my computer because my phone, like my iTunes, didn't recognize my phone. At the Apple Store, I couldn't get signed back in from the cloud either. And it said I had to reset my app data. And this all is over that private ear stuff. Because it's at somebody else's house and not mine. But it's even worse than that, is how could somebody corrupt them to do stupid, illegal?
I don't know how to get the Wi-Fi, the Bluetooth off there, or how I even got on there. Up here, right now. Okay, make sure I can see this right. Touch ID. Set up later. Okay, what? Set up later. Even though you can't really see it here. Volume's all the way up on this. Touch ID later. I'm doing this because it won't take. Oops, didn't take. Okay. Touch ID later. Set up later. Ooh, won't take. And just reset it. General, and then reset. Now this is where I'm at.